Tap in, y'all. Tap in, tap in. Rich rising, rich rolling. Rich rising, rich rolling. What's going on, family? Tap in, y'all. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Rich rising, y'all. Saturday, happy Saturday. Saturday sauce. Today is Saturday, right here. Saturday sauce. Yeah, Saturday sauce. Okay. All right, what is it, 8 o'clock out here in Vegas. So I think it's like 12 back east. Rich rising, people. Rich rising. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, everyone. Grab your chairs. Scoot on up. Scoot on up. Rich roller. Yeah, I be having to check. I'm like, damn, what day is it? I be missing flights. Yeah, tap in, y'all. Tap in, tap in. Go ahead, share. Share this for somebody that's a hard worker. All right, because a lot of people think I talk down on workers. So this live is gonna be a little bit different. All right, so I can kind of explain myself some more and why it is I take this so serious. All right, so if you can, y'all tag somebody that you know that's a hard worker. All right, tag someone that you know is working multiple jobs. Hell, tag yourself in. You know what I'm saying? Tag it. Oh yeah, I travel with. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's really not a robe. It's really like a jacket. I just wear it like a robe, but yeah. So tag somebody that y'all know that's a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? A great person. All right, because there are some wonderful people that are some hard workers. All right, so when I be kicking that, hey man, you're a loser if you're working. People gotta remember, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the route that you're taking is a loser route. All right, I took the same route. Okay, I made money. I started making $100,000 a year. All right, thinking I was, you know what I'm saying, like, and just realizing like that's just not it. All right, so on this live, we're going to explain, all right, why it is having an income is really bad. All right, no. So tag somebody y'all know that's a hard worker. You know, tag somebody y'all know that's running it up right now, that's killing it in the game. All right, run it up. All right, tag your trap guy in. Okay, go ahead, tag your trap girl, who tag your weed man. Well, we still need him to do what he does because we need those. But yeah, tag him in so he can be more informed. Okay, so he can be more informed. So tag your mom, tag your dad. I also got some information for my ERC folks. Also got some information for those that tapped in with ERC. But yeah, y'all tag them. All right, tag them. This is gonna be a very heart-to-heart live, okay? Because I really want people to understand why it's so important to do this correctly, but you can't do it correctly unless you have the right mindset. All right. Okay. Vegas is... I like Vegas. I think I'm about to move to Vegas. But yeah. So, for everyone that is off today, all right, because I know a lot of folks have did the Monday through Friday. All right, yesterday was your last day, so today you're trying to rest, or today you're turning up, you're getting ready to go to a day party, or you're trying to figure out what's the move for tonight. All right, because tomorrow's gonna come. A lot of y'all are gonna go to church. A lot of y'all aren't gonna go to church. All right, a lot of people spend Sunday as a rest day to prepare their mind for Monday. All right, so. And I'm just trying to show folks that, family, there is another way, okay? The way that we're going to talk about today is a way that's not taught in public schools, okay? Because this is really private information, all right? So a lot of us was complaining and say things like, well, you know, they don't teach this stuff in school, they hide it. No, the more I understand what's going on, the more I realize these public schools really help the public side, all right? These public schools taught me how to read, taught me how to write, taught me how to count. You see what I'm saying? Now, as far as the history and shit like that, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that can be debatable. But as far as comprehension, reading, math, okay, I wouldn't be here today if I didn't learn what I learned, okay, in public schools. Now, this is a private process that we're overstanding and executing, meaning the endorsement process, meaning exercising your rights. See, that is something that you got to learn in the private, meaning our parents were supposed to teach us this stuff, okay? Our parents are supposed to teach this stuff, but, you know what I'm saying, not to fault our parents too much, because our parents didn't know it as well. All our parents knew was a public school's education. You see what I'm saying? So, and a lot of us think when we go to college, that's like another level. That's really not another level, because you're learning the same public information. Okay, I don't even know if there's any contract law classes in school or contract classes in school. I'm not even sure. I think that would fall up under the lines of accounting. But you know, in public schools, you're not taught about the law. You learn about the Constitution, because they definitely read us the Constitution, right? We go over the Constitution in school. I remember going over the Constitution. I definitely remember that. I went to schools in Virginia. I went to schools in South Carolina, Florida. All right, so I definitely remember learning about the Constitution. I remember learning about the three powers of, you know what I'm saying, the judicial, the executive, the legislative. Okay, I remember learning about those three. But yeah, they didn't go fully in depth. You see what I'm saying? They didn't go fully in depth. All right, but they definitely gave us the starting pieces. And now whatever we deal with that starting pieces is on us. And a lot of us didn't do anything else with those starting pieces. A lot of us went to work and started chasing money. All right, you can ask a person right now, why do you work so hard? A lot of people say, well, I need this money. I got to get that bag. Okay, what is your purpose for getting this money? And a lot of people don't have an answer to that. It's always some cliche stuff like, well, I got to keep these bill pays and this food in these kids' mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you knew that there was an easier way, would you drop everything to learn the easier, more efficient way? You see what I'm saying? A lot of people wouldn't do that because a lot of people are comfortable with the job. A job doesn't challenge you. Yeah, it was hard trying to learn the buttons and shit when you first got on the job, but after you got rolling, man, that shit was, man, a lot of y'all are button pushers. Okay? A lot of y'all spend hours on hours pushing buttons, not learning nothing new. All for $1 amount per hour. And a lot of people will try to rebut and say, well, I gotta keep these bills paid. The bill is already paid. That's the information that we didn't know. We didn't know that it was already paid. We didn't know that it was prepaid. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So, and I was never a hard worker. I was the guy that went to work, tried to duck off in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? Leaving this, I couldn't stand in one spot. All right. So, which made me start learning how to drive forklifts, because I was like, I can't do this standing still. I got to learn how to drive one of these motherfucking machines so I can sit down. All right, which led me to forklift driving, because forklift, I could sit down, ride around. I ain't have my headphones in, you know what I'm saying? Just picking up boxes and shit all goddamn day. Ain't really doing much of nothing. You see what I'm saying? And I realized, like, damn, I was wasting so much time. You spend so much time at these corporations, all for pennies. I'm talking like when you really sit down and figure out how hard you're working for little to nothing, and the reasoning why you're working is so uninformed, I had to really ask myself, like, damn, why are you working? Well, to pay a bill. My higher self was talking to my lower self. I talk to myself a lot. All right, so my higher self was asking my lower self, man, why are you working so hard? My lower self was saying low shit like, well, I gotta keep these bills, man. What the fuck you mean? Why I gotta keep working? I gotta keep paying these bills. My higher self was saying, yo, there's a better way. All right, there's a better way, but you're gonna have to read. Once you start reading this, you're gonna see that you don't need that job anymore. So my lower self started to read. All right, my lower self started to read. My lower self started saying, like, damn, I don't have to work. Because when I made that transition and quit my job and shit like that, like, it was like damn, I'm out here on a whim. But the more I was reading so much, my confidence was like building more and more. I was like, damn, I don't gotta fucking force like have the need to go to work. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and read this and start going back and forth with these corporations. See, I was like trying to apply this stuff before I even had it pieced together. That's why I tell a lot of folks, yo, don't do it that way, because, yo, you gonna get lost as hell. All right? It's, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want nobody to take the same path I took. It's an easier path. You see what I'm saying? You're not supposed to go through what the person that's teaching you went through. They're supposed to tell you to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, go, don't go that way, go this way. You know what I'm saying? I already went that way. This way is this, that. It's a whole bunch of nonsense over there. They're talking about a bunch of nothing. All right, so go ahead and go this way. Say this, apply this, but you got to read this first before you go. You know what I'm saying? Say, that's the guy I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what not to do because I've already had that thought process. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm just saying in this journey on this road, I've been a little further than you. You know what I'm saying? I did a little more, probably did a little bit more. Probably did a little bit more less and got more. You see what I'm saying? Because it was about the overstanding. It wasn't about, let me make this look beautiful. No, it was, yo, let me say what it is I said. Because if I'm on the street and I'm a boss, when I say orders, I ain't about to make sure these orders is professionally said. Like I said, I need this and I said I need this by this day. If y'all can't do it, I'll find somebody that can. You see what I'm saying? That's that's the same approach you got to have in business. All right, you're the owner of that account. All right, but I'm going too fast. But the thing is, I'm saying there's another way, family. Now, if whoever's working and the only reason you're working is to get money, okay, I'm here to tell you you're trying to go down the old, slow road, and that's a no. Okay, that shit is a no. If you're working to pay a bill, I'm here to let you know, and it's hundreds of other people saying this, okay? The bill is already paid. What the bill and account is waiting for is for you to understand what's going on and start doing your contractual performance. There's a performance that must take place. See, people are too busy performing at work instead of performing for their estate. Your estate is what your all caps name is attached to. Your all caps name is your estate. All right, for those that don't know what an estate is, I would highly advise that you Google what estate is. An estate is simply an extension of land. Okay, for all my real estate agents, okay, did you know that the person that's you're dealing with, that their application is real estate? So if you're calling yourself a real estate agent, that means you just put yourself in a trust situation. So I'm going to let a lot of you real estate agents know something. If people get wind of this, okay, and you are the real estate agent that's telling them, no, you can't do that, do you not know you can be held liable? You same real estate agents are trying to get remedy for yourself. But I promise you're going back to work on Monday, and somebody might try this shit, and you will be first say, no, sorry. You probably know what they're talking about, but you don't have the authority to say, hey, yes, that's right, we can do. You going to say some shit like, I don't think the bank is going to approve that. I don't think the homeowners is going to. Oh, no, they need a 7. You need a 700 credit score. You see how a lot of you are keeping, you see what I'm saying? A lot of you are keeping this game going. Do y'all not know who's keeping this game going? Because people think the government and the bank is keeping this game going. Do y'all not know the only people that's stopping this game is uninformed people? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know what happens when you get this information to the right department, to the right person, and you say it right? A lot of times you really don't have that much, you know what I'm saying, back and forth. It's always when you talking to somebody that don't know what the fuck is going on, and they try to make an egotistical decision by saying, no, we don't do that here. And you ask them, well, did you read the Bill of Exchange Act? They say, I don't need to read the Bill of Exchange Act. We don't do that here. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about blatantly, all right, commit extortion, blatantly commit breach of contract, blatantly commit treason against the Constitution. Because if I tell you, hey, man, did you read that in the Constitution? You tell me the Constitution doesn't matter. What? What did you just say? What? Yeah, they'd be like, we don't read here, sorry. We don't do that here. Yeah, you got the same people that's telling y'all that's wrong. Guess how these people pay their bills? Why you think they're working? You see what I'm saying? Y'all really gotta sit back, relax, take yourself out of the equation for a little bit. Because a lot of y'all are so tapped in and trying to get a car and trying to, oh my God, I'm trying to get, like, sit your scary ass down and overstand the board. Okay? Overstand the board. All right, sit down, overstand the board, start saying, damn, she doesn't know what's going on either. You can see, you can ask a person 2 questions. See it. Just ask, hey, have you read the Bill of Exchange? If they don't say yes off the top of their head, which they always be like, I haven't, but you see, it's like, all right then, can you get me over to somebody that has? Can you get me over to somebody that understands contract law? All right, because I don't want you to get yourself into a bind that you see what I'm saying? I know you appreciate your job, Madeline. All right, Madeline, I would highly advise you transfer me over to somebody that's a little keen on legal advice. All right, I'm not saying I'm taking legal action, but us talking about acts and certain things that I have rights to, I think I need to be speaking to a competent person that knows the rules and regulations of state guidelines and commerce guidelines, and not just policy. You know, a lot of folks would say, I'm competent. And it's like they feel like now they got to feel like they're smart because now they feel stupid. You know what I'm saying? I don't had a dude tell me, I know what you're talking about. I know what I said, sir, listen, this is how I know you don't know what I'm talking about. And this is when I offended him. I said, you know how I know you don't know what I'm talking about, sir? He said, how? He said, don't judge a book by its cover, sir. I said, well, that's understandable, but I don't judge books by cover. I judge results by what's going on. I said, Frank, you're on the other line right now working, okay? Frank, I'm in my drawers right now. Not to be too explicit, okay? Frank, I'm in my drawers, chilling, all right? Frank, right now, you're working, Frank, all right? You probably go on lunch break in about an hour or 2, all right? You get off work in about probably 3 or 5 or 6, all right? Meaning you don't know this information, Frank. If you did, Frank, you wouldn't be where you are right now, Frank. We wouldn't even be having this conversation, Frank. Okay? So please don't try to be the smart guy, Frank. I'm not here to test how smart you are. I could, excuse my French, Frank, but I could give a damn how smart you are, Frank. I know you're not smart enough to speak about contract law. So again, can you please transfer me over, Frank? I don't got all day, Frank. Okay? I know you get paid by the hour, but I get paid based off performance. All right? You're holding my performance up right now. Like, y'all got to really be that locked in. You see what I'm saying? Because it ain't no, what do I say? Man, just have a conversation with these people. They don't know what you look like. They don't know how much money you got in your pocket. A lot of y'all think about, well, I don't really have any money. They going to know you're like, you're sore. You're so you're so poor thinking, so your mindset is so poor, you look at yourself so low that you're so intimidated to speak with some confidence because you worried about how much money you got in your pocket. You worried about what your bank account looking like. You worried about because your car about to break down, and you know what I'm saying? You facing eviction, so you feel like you're broke, you're poor and shit like that. Do you not know you can change all that with a mustard seed of confidence? You see what I'm saying? When you get on that phone, and I tell folks don't get on the phone, but when they do call you, talk with confidence. Like, yo, speak directly to these workers. Do y'all not know? Because a lot of y'all are call reps, and I used to do a call rep. All right, do y'all not know if y'all got somebody like me on the phone, man, y'all gonna hate that conversation because a lot of y'all aren't pushed to do your jobs. I used to be call rep, man. It was the same shit. I hated when it was a tech guy that called and said some shit about the motherboard and what about my broadband and my I'm not like, what the fuck is he talking about? Then, you know what I'm saying? And I overstand, like, damn, I got to work today. He said, can you please look into the manual and see if that, like, damn, I got to work. Y'all, call rep people don't like people that makes them work. They want that call to be cool, fast, so they can go home and say, yo, today was cool. Today was smooth. I ain't had too much hard. Everything was easy. They don't like to work. That's why I said I'm going to love it when these robots come in, because there's uninformed people that is making our process way longer than it has to be. Yeah, and a lot of people aren't confident because they haven't read anything. You see what I'm saying? I've read so much, it's like you can't tell me I'm wrong. That's like you arguing with me 2 + 2 is 4. You know what I'm saying? You saying, no, it ain't. It's 5, sir. Sorry, sir. It's not 4 here. It's 5. I say, well, what math are y'all using? Or what constitution are y'all going by? Because the constitution that I'm going by, and I thought they were all supposed to be going by, says that I have all rights to do this. All right? And I don't see where it says you have right to say I don't have rights to do this. So it seems we have an issue. We have a situation. We have a dispute. Okay? And the only way to solve this dispute is in court. Okay? We need a referee. We need a referee to call, like, hey, yes, that was a foul. We need a referee. We need a referee to call the game. All right? Because right now, okay, and that's how you got to look at it, y'all. You build your breach of contract. No, you don't just run and do this. And I know people going to do it anyway, so we're not even talking to them. All right? Because a lot of y'all going to fail just off of trying to piece this stuff together, not reading. Yeah, a lot of people sending stuff off scary as fuck. People be in my inbox saying, what do I just sent this off, but I just hope it goes through. I said, what do you hope it goes through for? Like, what? It's not what you're hoping for. You're sending that end to start. That's your first piece of your case. Like, you're building a fucking case. A lot of y'all thinking it's just, I can just send it off and I hope they just give me my remedy. Man, yeah, that's why I be cussing folks out, man. I be what? Be cussing folks slap out. They be like, you didn't have to be so mean about it. I say, well, you didn't have to be so stupid about this process. All right? Because it's like you're wasting time right now. You not reading is forcing me to have to probe through what exactly you did. Because a lot of y'all be lying so much. Yeah, I've been doing some studying, but I just want to figure out, I said, well, if you've been studying, what the fuck are you asking me that beginner ass question for? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, what's going on? How is that jurisdiction valid? I'm going to be real, y'all. Okay, I'm probably the only dude that's going to say this. You know, right? It doesn't matter what the fuck the jurisdiction is, y'all. It really doesn't. Okay, is this jurisdiction saying I gotta pay a bill? Hey, okay, I'm in this jurisdiction. You know, you gotta know how to shape shift in all jurisdictions, because you gotta remember you're your own jurisdiction. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of those wasted time arguments that a lot of people be doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, it's just a more efficient way, okay? It's a more efficient way to do things, y'all. Like, all that arguing, all that trying to catch them. And a lot of y'all's cases so big already, y'all still waiting to fire the gun. It's like you got your sights lined up, and y'all still looking for new documents. I be having folks come to me and say, "Hey, brother, you think I should add a life affidavit to this process to make it a little better?" I said, none of that shit matters. If they didn't accept your first shit, what makes you think they're gonna accept this? None of that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like none of that shit matters. All right. Another thing, families. A lot of people want me to work with them hand to hand. Y'all, I don't got time to work with people one-on-ones, y'all. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have 1,000 students, 1,000 clients. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm not caring about money plays. You see what I'm saying? I don't care. A lot of people say, man, I got this money play, da da da. Y'all, we're on a certain information where you don't even need money. Okay? So if it ain't got nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, nothing to do with piecing together like some real freedom, some real righteous shit. Like, I ain't trying to go into business with like some people on the property. I ain't trying to go into business with people on some clothes and deals, and I ain't trying proper overstanding, because when you have the proper overstanding, you don't need people to go in with you. I would never ask somebody to go in with me on a property. My name is going on it. My estate is going on it. So my administrative process is going to be towards that. I don't need 5, 6 people. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people be looking for, hey, let's all come together, put our money in. I don't need people's money to start. You see them to start something big. You know what I'm saying? None of that is really needed. Because I'm going to say, okay, we all have estates. Let's just get our own and put it together. Let's just get our own and put it together. You get your own shit, you get your own shit, we all bosses, and we come together. That's a conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? That's a conglomerate. If I'm not mistaken. All right? But the thing is, if you're working to pay a bill and your time goes to that, because right now it's Saturday. A lot of y'all been working all week. A lot of y'all are planning what's the move tonight. You probably done text. You're getting everything squared away. You about to get your hair cut. You about to get your hair done. You about to go get your car clean, your tires clean. You get your tie shine on there. About to go ride around the city, see what's up, where the women at, where the guys at, or however, you know what I'm saying? That's what you about to do. That's about the Saturday. You about to get wasted. You about to be on all types of drugs and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to get away from the work life, because this is like your only piece of freedom. You see what I'm saying? Then Sunday, you try to clean yourself up and go to church and try to go in the shout and put some of that olive oil on your forehead, put it in the cross and be shouting in front of the, you know what I'm saying? You be right back on Monday doing it all over again. All right, the rat back racing. The rat is back racing. Like, the rat took a little day off on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Took a little rest on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to have time for no administrative process. You're working too much. People be saying, I just got to get a clear head. So you're never going to get a clear head. You know what I'm saying? You love working too much. Workers will never learn this. That's the difference between a worker and a boss. Boss need work. Can y'all still hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Yeah, so you gonna either be a boss or a worker, right? All right. And somebody asked me, well, everybody can't be a boss, and I be telling people, you're right. You're right. So what are you gonna be? And I love that shit. I love when people try to be that, try to generalize shit. And I love, because I'm a competitor, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I used to kill my mans one-on-one. Oh, my God. Football, basketball, one-on-one. Oh, my goodness. I like to line people up. You see what I'm saying? And I like to really put people on that hot seat. Because a lot of people be trying to do that humble shit like, well, you know, we all can't be bosses. And I'd be like, yeah, you're right. We all can't be bosses. But what are you? Are you a worker? Nothing wrong with being a worker. I'm asking you, who are you? Are you a worker? Are you an income worker? Or are you a revenue boss or revenue owner? Do y'all not know how the rich stay away from paying taxes? By not reporting income. Y'all not know how many rich, wealthy people have food stamps? Do you know what you gotta have? Do you know what you gotta do to get food stamps? You have to have low or no income. Yeah, that birth certificate ain't got nothing to do with this shit right here. All right, this shit ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, a lot of y'all hate working. You know why? Because you're a boss. That's what it is. How many of y'all hated working? Then you hear, somebody tell you, man, you just lazy. That's why you can't, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how to put no work in, get no bag. You don't know, like, man, shut that working shit up. No offense. But a lot of us ain't cut out for that shit. Just like it's a lot of people that ain't cut out to be no boss. Y'all ever notice there's always a clash between overachievers and quote unquote lazy people? It's like they don't never get along. It's like the overworker always look down that lazy person, but that lazy person is very creative. You see what I'm saying? Very creative. It's just they're just not hard working at what this person is a hard worker at. They don't care about fucking putting boxes on a pallet and being work on time and 401k. Because they trying to figure, man, I just need this money just for right now. Because I'm really want to do what my passion is. But it's like I'm here, but I'm not here. A lot of y'all be at work and be at work. Like your mind be tied into that shit. Your body be tied into that shit. Your soul be tied into it. You got some people that just be at work and be tapped out. They just there working, but they mind is somewhere else. Because they're not going to be there long. You know what I'm saying? So you got to ask yourself, are you a worker or are you a boss? Bosses need workers. So again, everybody is, you know what I'm saying? Workers need a boss. Y'all see how that works? You see how that works? Workers need bosses. Bosses need workers. You know what I'm saying? And if you try to be talk that boss shit around workers, oh man, they gonna hate on you. They gonna be like, all right, young brother, humble yourself, be humble, cause it can get taken away. No boss will ever tell you that. You know what I'm saying? A boss gonna say, yeah, hell yeah, step. You know what I'm saying? If you talking like that, hey man, you better be moving like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't be around humble people. Especially humble people that knew me before this. Oh my God, I get around them, they be like, man, be humble, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what can happen. I say, man, I don't give a fuck what can happen. The hell? I ain't that. I ain't the old me no more. I ain't that low dude no more. I can talk my shit now. You see, I can talk shit about my lower self. You know what I'm saying? They say you're crazy. They say you're arrogant. They say, man, they just try to make you feel so low because they're low. And I make sure I step on them. I make sure I step on them. Okay? I make sure I step on them. If I scare them, so what? I had a woman tell me, I'm scared to tell you my thoughts because it's, because you fucking low, that's why. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was high, you wouldn't be scared. Do I get scared to tell you stuff? She said no. I said, all right then. So what's the difference between me and you? Low, high. But when you start talking like that, it's like, do you think you're better? You're not better than anything. I said, hey, we talking about mindset. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I put my pants on just like you, put my shirt on just like you, but we talking about mindset. But when we walk out this motherfucking door, we are two totally different people. And that's the difference. You walk out your door with a worker's mindset. I walk out my door with a boss mindset. You leave your door and say, how can I make some money today? I leave and say, how can I create today? It's just a different mindset. I'm not better than you. It's just the mindset is just different. You focus on money and get chasing cash and holding it on your shoulders and showing people. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to create. It's a difference. Bosses create, workers chase money. You got some folks that don't work and they just chase money. And no passion, no real. They not, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of folks that's just like that. They just out here and hopping in all the next business shit. And when they hear money, they jump. You see what I'm saying? They don't have no passion for anything. They just all over the damn place. All right, so they like in the middle. So you got worker, you got that person in the middle that has a worker mentality, because a worker mentality is, well, I gotta get money. I gotta keep. A boss is trying to create, not think. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get to a certain point, you're like, oh, what can I create? Damn, how can I change the world? What can I do to make an impact on the world? You know what I'm saying? That's a creator. That's a God. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm crazy. You'll sound, you go in church and say, I'm a God. They be like, hold on, brother. Watch what you say, brother. God gonna strike you down. And I'm like, when? Okay, so it's like you gotta choose. You know what I'm saying? You could pick this weekend to start. You can choose this weekend to start. I know you plan on going out, but you about to go to the same clubs. You about to go out with the same people talking about the same shit. You're not really gonna miss out on anything. Y'all going to the same spot, getting the same drinks, seeing the same people, hearing the same music. You know you don't have to go. You don't have to go out. You could call your friends up and be like, hey, y'all, let's chill tonight and watch a class. Let's watch a class and show us how to endorse our bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of working, y'all. I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You might gotta be the voice of the group. A lot of y'all not the voice of the groups. A lot of y'all the bottom of the group. You mean your word don't mean shit. You the do girl. You the do boy. You don't have no say so. You the beta of the group. Hell, you might say something. They be like, man, shut your stupid ass up. You know what I'm saying? And you shut up. All right. So a lot of y'all don't really have that stance. So meaning you just gotta leave that group. You know what I'm saying? You don't even your word don't even stand enough to even relay this information. A lot of y'all trying to relay this information and your word ain't shit. Y'all trying to tell this information to people that you still owe money to. Man, who said send something to the treasury? I never said nothing about saying, but y'all see what I'm saying? Like, this is like the worst. Y'all know the secret game when you got to tell the secret. They got to hear it and tell the next secret. And then by the time it get down, the shit done changed up. You know what I'm saying? Because people be telling me, hey, so we sent it down. Like, I never said that. I never said nothing about authenticating the birth certificate. I had one dude say, hey, so we do start our security party packet. I was like, what? I said, I never said that. If anything, I talked down on that shit. So I'm trying to figure out how do people be conjuring up these questions. It's like, are people sending y'all? Because only people that I get the benefit of the doubt are beginners or new people that just seen my page, and you know what I'm saying? I get that. But I be seeing folks asking questions that's been following. The telephone game. Oh my God, this is the worst case of telephone ever. Oh my goodness. Y'all gonna get somebody damn locked up. This telephone game getting people locked up. Oh, I heard we're supposed to put that. I heard we're supposed to put our hair and our spit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what? I heard we gotta do our security party packet before we. I heard we gotta do our UCC ones before we. And I'm like, who told you that? And it's like people don't never say. People don't never say. They just be like, it's just a guy that I've been listening to. I'm like, what, does that guy have remedy? And they be like, well, I haven't actually seen the remedy, but he has a large following. He's well known. And he just it's some great. He does have some good info. I ain't gonna say he doesn't have any good info. He has some good info. He has something because it's like y'all folks be saying that. They be saying, well, he's such a great guy, or she's such a great woman. I love her energy, and I say, y'all, it's so easy to fool y'all. Oh my goodness. Put it like this, y'all. If I woke up tomorrow and started a whole new page, removed my tattoos, right? Started wearing a suit, covered all my tattoos, went by a totally different name, went about it totally different, right? And just been a real nice, positive guy. Do y'all not know how many people would tap in faster? Yeah, y'all can say, man, that's like, y'all know what date rape is, right? You know when guys or women, they try to get the person gets the person drunk, or you just trying to influence a person to do something they wouldn't do if they wasn't under the influence. Yo, this is date. A lot of y'all getting raped. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. A lot of y'all are getting mentally raped. Okay, a lot of y'all getting mentally raped. Okay, someone is putting you under an influence. That's why, being influenced, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. All right, you guys to be careful. All right, now I might influence a lot of y'all, but I still tell hey man, don't be following me. God, you need to fact check what I'll be saying. If I just get on here and say, yeah man, I said this, don't just be like, okay, cool. I want you to look at me like a liar. Because when you look at the things I'm saying, when you go look up damn, he just said this shit right here. Damn, let me read this shit multiple times. Yeah, don't trust nothing, y'all. You gotta verify. Just because they got a lot of followers, man. Do y'all not know you can buy followers? Y'all not know how many people in my inbox saying, hey, I can help your followers jump to da-da-da-da. Just pay this. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, man, I don't want all them bots on my shit. I want organic. I don't know how many followers I got, but all those followers are organic followers. You see what I'm saying? Organic. Then folks be having 200,000 followers and they be having 10 likes. That shit look crazy. Tell me you got all these people following you, they ain't liking your shit. Shit don't even be adding up. So we grinding from the bottom, y'all. We grinding for one person all the way, however people on there now. That's why we grinding, y'all. It's organic. You know what I'm saying? We organic with every single person that y'all see is a real person. All right, it's a real person. I got a lot of those little bot shits trying to get into my account, but I don't care about none of that. But yeah, so that's why having a job, all right, is really against your best interest, all right, because you're not getting any interest by working the job. All right, working the job means you have income. Income basically withdraws you from doing any tax write-offs, withdraws you from getting food stamps, you know what I'm saying, due to income, all right, because it's whatever you report. You see what I'm saying? If you report it as income, it's income. If you report it as revenue, you don't get income. You see what I'm saying? That's the tricks of the trade. It's legal and lawful. All right, you can do it. You see what I'm saying? You can do it. That's right. People have been doing it since this shit's been available to do. We just late on it. I want a lot of folks to know that this ain't no new shit. So when people say, man, we got to hurry up and do this before they change it. Man, they're not changing nothing. The only thing they're changing is what's on the news. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all watch the news. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, oh my gosh, this is about to happen. That's the only thing changing. What remains is law. That law remains. Once you overstand the law, hey, you're going to remain. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to stand still. If you don't know no law, you're going to be going with policy. You're going to be following what Channel 5 News telling you what's happening with the money. You're going to be saying stupid shit like, oh my gosh, we're going into a recession. Oh my gosh, the dollar bill is zero. Oh my gosh, we just went to BRICS and now we're using yens. And oh my gosh, the United States has fallen. And I'll be like, shut your stupid ass up. Sit your scary ass down and shut up. Stop watching the news. Okay? That's another thing a lot of workers do. They watch the news before they go to work. So when you go to work, what you talking about? Shit on the news. Just slave shit. You see what I'm saying? It's like a lifestyle. Let me watch the news before I get ready to work, iron my shirt. Oh, they did what? All them tracks. Oh, my God. What? They just, oh, man. What? The unemployment rate just went, oh, my goodness. Yeah. That's America for you. That's America for you. Then you get to work talking that same goofy ass shit. Hey, Randy, you see what they saying on the news? You see the dollar about to go this? We got to do something, man. We got to, see, they need to give us all reparations. They need to give us all reparations. They need to stop playing and just go ahead and give us all reparations. That's what they owe us. You see what they doing with Canada? They need to do the same thing with us. They need to do the same. They just go ahead and cut us a check. Okay? See, I didn't like Trump at first, but I like Trump because he passed out them stimulus checks. And you go ahead and give us a check. So I can go ahead and get the TV I need. Okay? Because I blew through the last stimulus. We went on trips. We got crab legs. And we didn't buy no class. Even though we told Mansa we was going to buy a class, but no, we didn't buy no class with the stimulus. All right, so now we still making status about, oh, man, I hate working. But, yeah, but you heard what they say on the news, Frank? And Frank, dumbass, it's a hell of a time to live in, man. Oh, my gosh, America is not a place to be in right now. If I could go to another country right now, I would. And I wish I could just be there and just be like, y'all both shut the fuck up. Y'all shut y'all stupid ass up. Okay? That's why you're pushing buttons right now. Shut y'all ass up. Y'all don't know what's going on. And that's why I said, y'all, I'm going to start blogging shit. All right? Because that's exciting. I think I'm going to get a job. All right? And I'm going to be that guy that's just going to be busting people's bubbles. All right, every time they start talking some crazy shit, I'm a goddamn bring. Then they're like, well, why you working here? If you know so much, why you working here? I'm like, I'm not working here. I'm having fun here. I'm not working. The hell, you think this is work? Me pushing this button ain't work? You know what I'm saying? I'm blogging right now. You know what I'm saying? There's millions of people looking at what I'm doing right now. No, fuck, I ain't working. You're working. I'm watching you work. So get back to work before I goddamn tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is about to be lit. I'm going to have my little camera. Got to be real small. I'm going to be, what? And I'm going to get fired and I'm going to go get another job. Just to show people how easy it is to get a job. Folks be holding on to their job like this is the fucking 30s. Like, you got to hold this job because you might never get this pay rate again. They paying $16. You might never get this again. So keep it, hold it down. You might never get this again. They pay good. They get good 401k. Don't leave this job. Don't leave. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be hard to get back in. I told one woman, I said, oh, yeah. She was like, I'm just going to quit my job. I'm going to put my 2-week notice in first. I said, 2-week notice for what? She's like, well, I just think I need to let him know. Let him know what? Let him know what? I said, Karen, they don't give a fuck about you. Do you not know if you died? You think they're going to let your family notice, like, hey, we're going to hire somebody after her? No, they're going to let you know, hey, she died. Our condolences. And then they're going to hire somebody else. They're not going to tell them. 2-week notice. If you don't get off your knees, Karen, I got to give them a 2-week notice. That 2-week notice, y'all try to do that so you can go back to the job if what you're about to do fails. You're trying to not burn a bridge. I say burn all the motherfucking bridges so you never can go back across. Burn all them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Burn. I'm talking about show your ass. Hit the Antonio Brown on your last day. You know what I'm saying? Show your ass. Goddamn. Be in that motherfucking snapping out there. Make them get the security guards to remove you. 2-week notice for what? The hell? Do they give you a 2-week notice that they about to fire you? Soon as you come in, they got them say, hey, can you come to the office? Oh, well, yeah, we're going to have to let you go. Y'all couldn't call me and tell me that. I done fucking woke up early, drove all the way up here. Y'all done let me get work on the line for an hour, and it just, y'all could have told me. I could have stayed home. What? Y'all done did so many no-shows, man. Fuck a notice. The fuck? They ain't giving you your interest any damn way. Fuck them. Y'all trying to save face, so you might got to go back in there. Oh, I might got to go back. I might need them later on. It's just a good company to have in your back pocket. Like, shut your slave ass up. It's just a good company to have in your back pocket if you ever need it. Like, why would you ever need it? I seen Andrew Tate say some deep shit, but I don't even. But he was just talking when he said. I don't know if he meant to. I don't know. When he said slaves have it better than today's workers, because slaves got food, shelter. You see what I'm saying? Clothes, even though it was shitty. You see what I'm saying? But all that was given if they worked. You got people out here working for money to go pay what slaves already got. So when people say we're moving forward, we're progressing as a society, I just be like, are we? Slaves had it better than some of you. Some of y'all got to get another job just to remain in your home. Do you not know slaves didn't have to do that? They had one job, pick the cotton. Not validating slavery. I'm just kind of giving you an example how your life is more shittier than other slaves. The only thing difference is nobody hanging over your back with a damn whip saying, get to work before I beat your ass. Nobody's doing that. That's the only difference. Folks are working for basic living that is already given to you through laws. And people think I'm supposed to be humble. That don't even make sense. What? That don't even make sense, y'all. Why would I be humble, or why would I lower myself around people that are wrong? I need to be loud and right. You know what I'm saying? I got to be loud and right. I got to say it with my chest. I got to bust the door down and say, all right, everybody, shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up. Everybody in this motherfucker is wrong, all right? If you're still paying bills, sit down and shut the fuck up. I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably walk in a room like that for real. You know what I'm saying? If somebody, like, if I walked in a room like with like some high prestige, powerful people, and they was talking a whole bunch of low shit, I'm like, look, y'all, I think everybody should shut the hell up, okay? Because there's a lot of uninformed shit going on right now. All right, all you gentlemen and ladies, do y'all have accountants? Soon as they say yes, I'm like, okay, cool. So that means y'all don't know accounting, right? So then they all check. I'm like, all right. So they, since I overstand accounting, I think I should go ahead and lead the way
with the ideas, all right? Because a lot of ideas that y'all are giving we'll be overexerting ourselves. Okay, so I got the simple, efficient plan. I think we need to utilize contract law to get this idea off the ground. All right, and once the idea gets off ground, we can continue to use contract law, all right, to be successful, so we don't ever have to use our money. All right, because whatever y'all talking about, you talking about fundraisers and we got to get people money and shit. Okay, we ain't got to do none of that. Okay, none of that. All right, just no overstanding negotiations, y'all. You can really be the most powerful one in the room just based on how deep your negotiation bag gets. A lot of y'all have no negotiation game. Y'all get told this and y'all be like, okay. Oh, okay. And my son be doing, I tell him, man, get off the couch. He be like, okay. And he don't talk back at that. He's like, okay. Okay, Dad. All right, no negotiations. All right, so, but you gotta look yourself as an adult. You have to have a negotiation characteristic about yourself. You gotta be able to negotiate what it is you want. A lot of people's problem with their documentation is they don't know how to negotiate. Your documentation is just nothing more than supporting documents for your negotiations. What do you want in the negotiations? This is a negotiable instrument. What do you want to do? And you got people saying, well, I don't know what to do. All right, sit the fuck down then. Why are you sending stuff off? You don't even know what you want. That's like Santa Claus coming saying, what you want for Christmas? And you're like, I don't know. I don't know yet. I didn't know I could get, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like not knowing what you want on your birthday. Some already naturally born with the gift of gab. Because a lot of us been pleading our cases since we was little. I've been getting whooped when I was little, so I had to always plead, Mom, look, Daddy, listen, it wasn't me. It was you know. A lot of y'all was goody two-shoes. You never got in trouble. You never stepped out the line. You did everything you told what you were supposed to do. You never tried nothing. You never got whooped. You never got disciplined. You never had to get disciplined because you did everything you was told. And now I'm looking at it like, damn, people that do everything that they're told as a child, they might not pan out for this because once they get older, they're just used to doing what they're told. Not going against what's been told, not being a rebel or saying, hey, but why do I gotta do that? You know what I'm saying? But why? Is there another way? You know what I'm saying? Is there another way? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I rebelled like a motherfucker as a kid. Folks thought I was just gonna turn out terrible. It just took the right information. That's it. That's it. When I got my ass beat a whole bunch. I used to get whooped so much, like, my sister used to ask me, like, pull me to the side. Can I ask you something? I said, what's up? I said, do you like getting whoopings? Hey, she was so serious when she asked me. She wasn't even trolling in that. Yeah, I remember when I was little, I asked my mom, I said, Mom, who's God's dad? And she was like, son, huh? What do you mean, son? Who's God's dad? Don't question God. And I just remember sitting in the back seat telling myself, I'm about to question God. I'm about to figure God out. And like just that mindset, like if I was the parent, I'd be like, man, what the hell? Fuck wrong with him? You know what I'm saying? Like he just disobedient. But it takes disobedience to have some sort of experience. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can learn from those acts of being disobedient, you will have more understanding than someone that didn't try new things. All right, so imagine somebody that's been to jail or been to penitentiary. Or imagine when they overstand their wrongs, right? And they get out and they're able to speak about their journey. Like, yo, listen, I did that. I went down that path. It wasn't glitz and glamour. I didn't snitch. I went in there and didn't say nothing. I stood 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't snitch on nobody. And it was a fucking hellhole. Nobody called me. Nobody sent me a letter. I had to fight every goddamn day. I was in that bitch for something I didn't even do. You got some guys that's really like that. So when they come out, they be like, man, fuck that street shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the street code. All right? Because all that shit is a fairy tale. You know what I'm saying? You know how I say when I be talking about how women watch Cinderella shit at a young age, so when they grow up, they think shit is Cinderella shit. A lot of guys have a Cinderella's fantasy about the street life, like thinking like, oh my God, it's peaches and cream. I'm gonna live life like all this good king, straight king, like not overstaying all the kingpins failed. Do y'all not watch these drug movies? How all the kingpins none of them ever ride off into the sunset. The only ones that rode off into the sunset was the mafia. Was the Italian mafia. Okay, rolled off to the sunset, started getting into politics, start getting to the gambling and shit. All right, but that's the only group that really rolled off into the sunset. Okay, that's really it. That's why a lot of folks try to imitate the Italian mob. All right, you got a lot of people saying this the mob. You know what I'm saying? We move like the mob. We cut your fingers off. We got that. That ain't even how we moved. We're not even that violent of a people, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So when I be hearing like guys that look like me be trying to sound so dangerous and like that, brother, you know we're not that type of people. You do overstate that, right? That's not our way of life. We don't cut up people and send them back to you know what I'm saying? That's not what we do. All right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they upgraded. You know what I'm saying? That that's not what our culture do. Like rappers might put that shit in the song, like you might hear about it happening, but that's not our culture, y'all. That's sending heads to the mama and, you know what I'm saying, pulling up to the funeral, shooting it up. Yo, that's the mob. That's the mafia shit. They was ruthless. You know what I'm saying? And folks trying to just imitate it. Yeah, we more of, you know what I'm saying? Because we're like, yo, what? We don't got to stoop to that level of violence because we're as a people, we're smarter than that. Like, we don't have to resort to those methods. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either you going to be smart about it or you going to take a brute force approach about it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people try to take this brute force approach because these movies done kind of structure what the street life, quote unquote, looks like. And all you gotta do is go ask somebody that's been in the pen and done got out. Hey, yo, man, would you change would you do everything the exact same way you did? They was like, man, fuck no. Man, they be like, fuck the streets. Like, what the hell? Like, that shit got me nowhere but time, and I was in a whole bunch of fights and nothing. I ain't putting no damn money in my pocket. Y'all know how many street guys are broke? You know how many street guys are broke? Brokes of all brokes. Okay? Yeah, they may look like they was doing their thing and when they was locked up, had all the commissary and that and that, but it's like when they got out into the real world, they couldn't create. Man, what? That street life is not it, family. That shit is not it. Like you say, you can look like it all day. Don't mean you have to live that life. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of those guys are doing stuff so they can keep their bills paid. So it's like it's not even conducive to them. It's not in their best interest. Yeah, just scared adults trying to be tough. That's really it. I don't know no street dude that's really, you know what I'm saying, that was about it. That'll tell you, everything I did was, I do the same thing. Because if he is saying that, I'm sure he's still probably living with his mom, probably living with somebody old head, you feel what I'm saying, still. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because once you get to a certain overstanding, like, you would say, like, damn, hell no, I got to tell this young brother, like, nah, that ain't it, bro. That's not it. Streets been dead. I don't know why people keep trying to give it life. Shit been dead. Yes, shit been dead. I was locked up I only did 3 months in jail. It was for some driving under suspension, but it just being in there, like, man, you had some guys in there that really liked being in there. That shit was crazy. Like, it's like they was getting off by being in there. And I could tell they was probably like shrimps in the street. Because it's like, why are you so overly joyous for being in here? Like, do you not look around, bro? It's all dudes in here, man. Ain't no women. You know what I'm saying? Like, no women. The CEOs be out of shape, and then folks being up for so long, they start, you know what I'm saying, hooping and hollering to the CEO, like, CEO, when you gonna give me some? Sheesh, look at that ass on there. I'm like, where y'all looking at? They be like, bro, you ain't been here long enough. When you been here long enough, man, that booty gonna look good after a while. I'm like, man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. You know, y'all. I was like, man, you just say folks be coming back here. I feel like I said, even though I was there, but I just felt like I was too smart to be there. It's just I didn't know certain information. It's like, damn, you got, and I'm seeing like different levels of mindset. Then you start seeing like, damn, it's some real smart people back here. Some real creative people are back here. I can't tell y'all how many guys I met back there that was like, man, bro, you can really be something. Like you, and when you hear their story, they just went down the wrong path. But he really an artist, you know what I'm saying? He can goddamn make crayons out of Jolly Ranchers. Y'all done see some of the most creative shit. Like, we had no crayons in that motherfucker. So dude had, for when the holidays came around, he made gift cards. So we was one, like, I was all around like, where you get the colors from? When he told me how he got the colors, y'all, he sit in the Jolly Ranchers in some solution he created. He let it sit for days. He get multiple cups, red Jolly Rancher there, green Jolly Rancher there, purple Jolly Rancher there. He let them sit, and he used the solution in Jolly Ranchers to make the colors, y'all, and it's so perfect. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He charged like two noodle packets and like a honey bun for. So yeah, some great, very creative people, but there are a lot of non-creative people in there. I was back then. I was looking like, yo, it's some people that needs to be back here. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you know how some people say penitentiary and that life is not for no man. I'm back to differ, okay? Cause I was seeing some goddamn animals back there. I'm like, yo, this dude is an animal. Like why is he snapping? Like, yo, why is he? He might got some bad news and motherfuckers start becoming a man, start going ape shit. Like, yo, he needs to lock him up. Okay? He about to ruin all our recess time, man. Lock this motherfucker up. Put his ass in the hole. You know, so I need to make my phone call. All right? You know what I'm saying? So jail is meant for some people. Okay? It ain't meant for everybody. Because a lot of people are in there for non-violent crime. But anybody in there for robbing and home invasion, man, you need to sit down somewhere. They need to give you the book. They need to give you the book. All right? Or you need to learn some contract law. So you don't got to think about, because think about where your mindset has to be to say, you know what? I'm about to kick this door in. I'm about to kick this door in. Oh, shit, whoever behind us, shit, they about to get laid down. Some people really are having that thought process. And God forbid it happens to any of y'all. Man, y'all, that ain't no. You might see, like, when y'all hear like cases of home invasion happening, like what happened to Pop Smoke, do y'all not know how terrifying that is? To be butt ass naked in the bed with your lady, middle of the night, and you having guys wake you up, pistols in your face, pistol whipping you. You think you in a dream. It's about this shit real life. You know what I'm saying? They asking you about some money that you probably don't even have. You see what I'm saying? Like, now they thinking you lying, and it's like you're not lying. Now they shoot your ass, and they run off with some jury, then get caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that shit is crazy. Like, man, they need to start doing the death penalty for any home invasions, because, man, you can't be safe in your own home, man. That's like somebody just walking in your estate and just killing your ass and taking your estate. You know what I'm saying? That's like the state just killing everybody right now and just say, okay, it's our estate. You know how scary that would be? Which it probably gets done now, but, so if y'all got homeboys or homegirls that do that set people up, man, y'all get away from them people, y'all. y'all trying to be cool, like, well, I ain't doing it, but he doing shit. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Yes, you do, because you're tied to that shit. Yes, you do. That shit is, man, I'm killing anybody that come, man, I don't care how old you is. You better not be no 12, 13-year-old kicking my door in or coming in the middle of the night, because I ain't asking no questions. I'm not asking no questions. Like, I ain't looking at the body size, saying, hey, man, oh, this is a kid. Man, I'm shooting. So it's like, yo, and I advise y'all, y'all better strap up. Because folks, as y'all see, a lot of folks watch the news. So when they watching the news and seeing about the recession, do y'all not know how greedy people about to start getting? When they think the dollar bill go to zero, not understand you can use your contract law, they going to be like, man, I got to get it. If I got to go take it, man, I'm going to take it. It's really people like that. Some of y'all have homeboys that literally was going to say that today. Or just talk, y'all got homeboys that say shit like that. Man, if I ain't got it, I'm going to take it. And y'all just be around these type people, kicking it, smoking with them, and laughing it off like, man, my boy crazy. Not knowing he just robbed 2 people yesterday. You know what I'm saying? It's like all that. Like, you don't even want to be around that type of energy, because it's, whether you believe it or not, that energy is rubbing off on you, whether you feel it or not. Yeah, so, man, I don't care if it's a state that ain't legal. Man, what? Strapped up. What? Yeah, you gotta be careful what you post online. That shit. Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't be getting locked up if. Yeah, you gotta, this is what I'm saying. You gotta be, because there's a lot of dangerous people out here, so you gotta have a little bit of dangerousness about yourself. A lot of y'all are too peaches and cream, fairy tale. Oh, I'm covered by the grace of God. It won't happen to me. Like, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, I ain't saying try to save for material shit. Like, let's say if I was out and about and then somebody just got the ups on me, you know what I'm saying? Give me everything, you know what I'm saying? Got the pistol in my face. Man, I'm not about to fight with this dude, man. I'm not about to be like, yo, hold on, I ain't getting your shit, bro. Y'all know what I'm about to do. There you go, bro. What else you want? Like, what? You know, man, you had this shit, man. Because if it's that serious, hey, family, just don't kill me. You can have this shit. You can, well, what else you want? All right. Shit, by the way, hell, sign up for my class too while you at it, so you ain't got to do this no more. Let me be the last person you rob. Take what you gonna take. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to also take my class. All right. Yeah, nobody likes it, man. What? I'm not. Yeah. But I'm saying if you get up before I do. Now, if I get up before them, you know what I'm saying, it's different. But if I'm talking about if I'm just kidding, you know how you shouldn't get robbed. I got robbed before, so I don't know if a lot of y'all done been robbed before, but I got robbed, so it's like, it's not much you can do once that, you know what I'm saying? When it happens, it's bam. It's not no. Hey, that shit just happened, goddamn. You turn around, got the pistol in your face. Hey, it ain't funny, but I'm saying, like, a lot of people be watching too many movies, think they gonna do some James Bond shit, like they go do some Matrix shit, get up out of there, like, she ain't really gonna rob me, goddamn. I'm a goddamn. Like, all right, man. You sound heroic, Superman. Man, what? Turn the head pistol right there. You just looking down the gun, like, damn, his gun dirty as hell, goddamn. Looking down the damn barrel. Yeah, you can't even do nothing. It's like, he like, man, give me everything. You know, that motherfucker shaking and shit. You don't know if he's scared or not. So it's like, I don't even want him to second think. You see what I'm saying? As soon as he says some shit like, yo, I bet shit. I ain't even gotta say nothing here, nigga. What else? What else so we can be done here? Goddamn. Hey, fat. It says, so what credential do you use to identify as the boss you claim to be? The name, family. The name is the boss. What's the name that's on the bill? That's the name of the owner. Yeah, man, I got robbed. I got robbed by a dingy dude. But them be the ones that take you out, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, man, I don't know what time he on. He probably in some. He probably down on his last. Goddamn. Yeah, he probably didn't have no bullets in it. He probably didn't even have no bullets in there. I don't know. I didn't care. All right, I'm not here to find out. Family, you gotta buy the class. Stan Ryan, you gotta buy the class, family. You asking step-by-step questions. How do I claim to be the boss? What do I do after that? Then I'm gonna say something to that question. Then you're gonna say, okay, well, what do I do next? How do I do that? How do I do that? You gotta buy the class, family. My class explains everything you need. How long did it take me to quit my job after learning this? Well, I was trapping. You know what I'm saying? I was selling weed and shit, so it was easier for me. So when I left the job, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna goddamn still be I was the healer dealer, you know what I'm saying? Give folks what they needed, all right? But once I overstood and remedy, I didn't even have time to make plays no more. You know what I'm saying? Folks would be like, yo, I need this. Man, I'm trying. You gonna miss out on this money? And the old me would have been running after that. Oh, I got me this play. You know what I'm saying? After I learned this, man, I'm like, man, fuck them plays. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to keep making plays. I done won the game. No more plays. You said, I move with credentials. I have to prove I'm a boss with my credentials. I'm asking how you move. Family, you got to get the class, family. What credentials are you? If you pay bills with cash or if you pay bills with money, you're not a boss, family. So the boss that we're talking about is accepting the revenue, transferring it back to the account. So that's the process that I do. It's called the endorsement process. You say, I know pretty much all you know, if not more. I'm just asking how you move. What? What are you talking about? How do I move? What? You said, I do pay with, well, family, if you pay with Federal Reserve notes, family, you know nowhere near what I know. I can't remember the last time I paid a bill. Yeah, I don't know, family. I endorsed the bill. How long do the OCC usually take once you tell? How long you give them? How long did you can't wait on them, family. Give them about a good 20 days. How long does the Federal Reserve 29 say? Yeah, you transfer the principal balance, family. That's what I teach. That's what we do. That's how I move. Stan, you're confusing me, Stan. Stan, you look like my homeboy dad. Y'all look just alike. But yeah, if that's what you do, Stan, shit, shout out to you. Good shit. But if you're doing that, Or if you're doing that, why are you paying Federal Reserve notes? Unless you're saying you don't use Federal Reserve notes. I think he was saying he doesn't use Federal Reserve notes. Okay, yeah, okay, transfer. Yeah, that's lit. That's lit. That's what I teach. That's how I move. We doing the same movements, same thing. It's and like when I hear people, not you, like what people be saying it's multiple ways to skin a cat. I'm starting to call cap, because there's not that many ways you can do this. All right, we can really sit down and talk about what's the many ways that you can get a bill paid. It's not that many different ways, y'all. Y'all know they be like, it's a million ways to skin a cat. When people say that, they're just saying it because they haven't found the way to do it. You see what I'm saying? There's only so many ways. Now, I don't use no non-citizen passport. Man, I don't even have a passport. And a lot of people say, man, you're lying. I got reasons why I don't have a passport. I'm about to get it, but I got it. But no, I don't. I'm not a non-citizen. I'm a citizen. Hey, yeah, I'm a citizen, family. I didn't have to do any of that. If they wanted to see my ID, they never asked for my ID. So when you say identification, what ID? The ID I gave them to open up the account was the principal's ID. All right, cool. All right, fam, you asking me a whole bunch of personal questions now. You're gonna have to follow the page, family. I feel like you trying to get some sauce at me. Feel like you're trying to get some sauce at me. Yeah. Yeah, you can endorse traffic tickets. Hell yeah. Yeah, I was just waiting to get my passport. I just want to make sure I touched every single inch of the United States, the 50 states, before I took trial. Because I know me, I'm an impulsive person. So I wake up and be like, fuck it, I'm going to Hong Kong. Then the next week we going to damn Australia. I already know that's how I'm going to be when I get my passport. But yeah, so it's the endorsement process. That's really my whole brand, is the endorsement process. I show people how to transfer principles balance. But first, we got to get the mindset situated, because a lot of people got the wrong mindset. A lot of people got the wrong mindset doing this. I'm getting a lot of folks, all right, that's thinking it's just about cars, and a lot of folks need to understand it's about the account. We are correcting the account. We're not correcting our status. Our status is fine. We are correcting the account. Our status was fine when we entered the account. You see what I'm saying? The only thing we didn't do was let them know that we're the owner. You don't got to have no identification for that. The only identification I gave them was not open the account. After that, they never asked me for no ID, no, am I non-U.S., am I U.S., am I foreign, am I Moorish, am I a tribal member? You know what I'm saying? So I ain't do none of that. So I didn't have to do that. I just enforced the Constitution. You know what I'm saying? Non-citizens, you know what I'm saying? It's like they saying, well, I don't gotta abide by the Constitution. Well, I'm abiding by the Constitution. I'm gonna enforce that Constitution, because anybody that goes against the Constitution, being under the Constitution, is committing treason. Yeah, so I execute. Oh yeah, I got you on access code. What do I show when I'm traveling? Shit, I don't show them nothing. I don't show them anything. I'm not a slave, so I don't got to show traveling papers. I don't show them nothing. Yeah, I don't show them anything. If I do show them my ID, I still know how to speak on the ID. When I like, hey, I'm showing you this, but that doesn't mean I'm doing business. I'm just letting you know this is what you asked for, but I just want to let you know I'm not driving, I'm traveling. All right, so this is the identification I want to use. This is my principal. This is my corporation. I'm not doing business for my corporation right now. So if you take any information from my corporation, you just force me to do business with, which is extortion. All right, and if I'm telling you I don't want to do business, and you force me to do business, that's extortion. Of course, the police gonna do whatever they do. You see what I'm saying? Of course, they're gonna do. I do the same thing when out of state. I done got pulled over out of state. What do you do, family? What do you do? You done asked me 5 questions. How do you move around? What do your documentation look like? What's the 5 documents that you ride around with? Yeah, which doctor do you ride with? Tell us which doctor you ride with. Which documents you ride with? Yeah, you don't got to answer any questions from the cops either. You can really just sit there and, yeah. You said refer them to their pay schedule. All right, what if you get a cop that says, fuck your pay schedule? Then what do you do? Let's say I'm your cop and you show me all the paperwork you got, and I'd be like, fuck these paperworks. Because anybody that's really went down this step, that went down that path, if you've never been locked up before, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't really truly believe nobody really tried this, or because when you understand what's going on and understand, they don't give a fuck what you show them. Because they don't know what's going on. They'll still lock you up. So I done got locked up plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? I get right out. Yeah, you ain't got to say much. You ain't got to say much. Yeah, that's what I do. Go to jail and get out and get and do my due diligence from that. Take all my shit to trial. Build the case correct. Because it's hard building the case when you're on the inside. It's easy to do it on the outside. All right. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to start my day out here in Vegas. Okay, get this day going. Make sure for those that are beginners, or for those that need a step-by-step process on how to endorse your bills correctly, all right, I have a class in my link in my bio. It's 500. All right, 500 is unlimited access. You'll always be able to use it. All right, it's 8 hours long, showing you how to transfer your principal's balance to the account. All right, so you don't ever have to work again or come out your pocket for a bill. All right, but this is not something you can learn overnight, y'all. You're gonna have to put time in to actually read the acts that I suggest inside the class multiple times in its entirety. All right, meaning you have to read the Bill of Exchange Act from the front to from the top to the bottom. You got to read the Certificate by Act top to the bottom. You see what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all do that. All right, peace and love.